Welcome to Office Hours with Iyabo, Season 2, Episode 12. The next version of you, season wrap plus recalibrationing to crack the past few episodes. We've talked about discipline, focus, leadership, decision-making, responsibility, but underneath all of these conversations, there has been one deeper theme, and it is this. Growth requires change, not just in your business, but in you, because every level of success demands a different version of the founder, and the version of you that started this journey may not be the version that can scale it. Part 1. Why founders plateau. Founders don't fail because their business stops working. They plateau because they stop evolving. The same thinking, the same habits, the same level of discipline, but the business is growing, and growth creates new demands. This is something explored in What Got You Here Won't Get You There. The habits that create early success often become the limitations at the next level, and if founders don't recognize this, they become the ceiling of their own company. Part 2. The identity shift. Scaling a business is not just operational, it is identity work. You are not just learning new strategies, you are becoming a different kind of leader. This connects deeply with atomic habits. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems and your identity. So, the real question becomes, who do you need to become to lead your company at the next level? Part 3. Letting go of the old version. Growth requires letting go. Letting go of control, old habits, outdated thinking. The need to be involved in everything. This is often the hardest part, because what got you here feels familiar, it feels safe, but scaling requires discomfort. It requires releasing the version of you that built the foundation, so you can step into the version that builds the future. Part 4. The founder recalibration. A founder needs moments of recalibration. Moments where you pause and ask, what is working? What is no longer working? What needs to change? This is not weakness, it is leadership. Even leaders like Elon Musk constantly rethink, rebuild, and reposition. Or founders like Stephen Bartlett, who have evolved their identity multiple times. Growth is not linear, it is adaptive. Part 5. The second mountain. There is something we haven't spoken about enough throughout this journey, and that is the idea of the second mountain. The first mountain is where many founders begin. It is driven by ambition, by proving something, by building something that works. It is where you launch, where you experiment, where you push, but eventually you reach a point where success alone is not enough. And that is where the second mountain begins. A deeper level of building, a more intentional level of leadership, a more meaningful reason behind the work. Part 6. The journey. Seed to tree. When I reflect on this journey, from iKooK to Mercy ElRoi, and now to iMentorsPro, I see something very clearly. What started as an idea became a seed, and that seed over time started to grow, not overnight, not perfectly, but consistently. And that is the reality of building anything meaningful. A seed does not become a tree in a day. It grows quietly. It develops roots before it becomes visible. And in many ways, that is what this journey has been. Part 7. Why Office Hours exists. Office Hours with Iyabo did not start as a strategy. It started as a desire to share, to reflect, to learn, that to create a space where founders can grow, not just from their own experiences, but from the experiences of others. And even though we may not have the biggest numbers yet, there is something more important that is already happening. Clarity, growth, fulfillment. Because sometimes the early stages are not about visibility. They are about foundation. Part 8. Lessons. From this season, throughout this journey, we have explored ideas from powerful thinkers, from the discipline in Atomic Habits to the focus in Essentialism, the leadership principles in Good To Great Hand. We've reflected on leadership styles from Stephen Bartlett Grace, Beverly Ryan, Kugler-Rillen Musk Sarah, Blakely Oprah Winfrey. Different journeys, different approaches, but one common thread: growth requires evolution. Part 9. The next version of youth. Next level of your business is not waiting for more strategy, more effort, more opportunity. It is waiting for the next version of you, the version that thinks more strategically, leads more confidently, focuses more intentionally, builds systems instead of dependency. Practical reset exercise. Take time this week to reflect on 3 things. What version of me built this current level of my business? What habits or behaviors are now limiting my growth? What kind of leader does my business need next? Write it down, because clarity creates direction. Reflection. This is not just the end of a season, it is a transition from building to leading. From doing everything to designing systems, from reacting to thinking strategically. And as you move forward, remember this: your business will only grow to the level that you do. So the question is not just, what should I do next? The real question is, who do I need to become next? Outro. The new era antes now. This brings us to this moment, not just the end of a season, but the beginning of something more intentional, a shift from content to clarity, talking to true voice. Because one of the most important decisions I am making from this point forward is this: to fully use my voice, not cautiously, not partially, but clearly, confidently, and consistently. So if you've been part of this journey, thank you. Thank you for listening, for reflecting, for growing alongside me. And if these conversations have helped you in any way, share this with another founder, with someone building, with someone navigating their own journey. And as we move forward with Office Hours with Iyabo, the conversations will continue, but with more depth, more clarity, and more intention. No labels, no seasons, just real conversations for real builders. So, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and let me know what resonates with you. Because this is not just content, this is a space for builders. And as always, keep building, keep evolving, and keep becoming peace. Welcome to Season 2 of Office Hours with Iyabo, where every setback is a setup for your next success. Let's stop building to impress and start building what lasts. I'll see you soon. Subscribe now and join me next time, maybe same time, same space, for another powerful session to fuel your life as a founder.